Hello students, in this video we are going to discuss the question answers of the chapter 100 Dresses Part 2. Before I start the question answers, I would like to discuss in very short about the theme of this chapter. We have already understood this chapter in the previous video. The theme of this chapter is that we should not make fun of any person in our life, whether that person belongs to a poor family or economically his or her status is not up to the level, or socially it does not belong to a proper social strata of the society. Whatever is the situation, we should not make fun of anyone, because if we make fun of any person or any human being, that person may feel himself or herself humiliated, insulted, and the feeling of frustration and negative feeling or the feeling of depression may be developed within himself or herself, and this can lead him even sometimes to the suicide. So we should not mock at anyone, we should not make fun of anyone. So this is the lesson which we learn from this story. Now let's move to the question answers of the chapter. What did Mr. Patronsky's letter say? First question, answer is Mr. Patronsky's letter said that neither Wanda nor Jake would be coming to school anymore because the family was moving to the big city, where they would not be teased for having a funny name, as there would be plenty of funny names there. Also, no one would shout Polak at them there. Question number 2. Is Miss Mason angry with the class, or is she unhappy and upset? Miss Mason is unhappy and upset because instead of scolding the class, she tells them that she would prefer to think that what was said in thoughtlessness. She said that it was unfortunate and sad thing to have happened and wanted the class to think about it. Question number 3. How does Maddie feel after listening to the note from Vanda's father? Maddie feels sick with guilt and remorse after listening to the note from Vanda's father. Although she had not enjoyed listening to Peggy ask Vanda how many dresses she had in her closet, she had said nothing. She had stood by silently, and that was worse than what Peggy had done, because she had been a coward. Peggy had not considered they were being mean, but she had thought they were doing wrong, yet she had not done anything to stop Peggy. Next question. What does Maddie want to do? She wanted to find Vanda. She and Peggy would perhaps climb the heights, and they would tell Vanda she had won the contest, that they thought she was smart and the 100 dresses were beautiful. Next question. What excuses does Peggy think of for her behavior, and why? Peggy says that she had never called Vanda a foreigner or made fun of her name. Moreover, she had never thought Vanda had the sense to know they were making fun of her. Peggy makes these excuses because she does not want to face up to the fact that she did something wrong, though she did experience guilt because of it. Next question. What are Maddie's thoughts as they go to Bobbins Heights? Maddie hoped that they would find Vanda. She wanted to tell her that they were sorry they had picked on her. She would tell her the whole school thought she was wonderful. She would beg Vanda not to move away and that everybody would be nice to her. She and Peggy would fight anybody who was not nice. Next question. Why does Vanda's house remind Maddie of Vanda's blue dress? Vanda's house reminds Maddie of Vanda's blue dress because both are old and shabby but clean. Next, what does Maddie think hard about? What important decision does she come to? Maddie thinks about Vanda and her faded blue dress and the little house she had lived in. She thought of the glowing picture those 100 dresses made, all lined up in the classroom. She decides that she would never stand by and say nothing again. If she ever heard anybody picking on someone because they were funny looking or because they had strange names, she would speak up even if it meant losing Peggy's friendship. Next question. What did the girls write to Wanda? Answer. The girls wrote a friendly letter to Wanda telling her about the contest that she had won. They complimented her on her pretty drawings. They asked her if she liked where she was living and if she liked her new teacher. Next question. Did they get a reply? Who was more anxious for a reply, Peggy or Maddie? How do you know? No, they did not get a reply from Wanda. Maddie was more anxious for a reply because she would fall asleep at night, making speeches about Wanda, defending her from great crowds of girls who were trying to tease her. Next question. How did the girls know that Wanda liked them even though they had teased her? Answer. The girls knew that Wanda liked them even though they had teased her from the letter she had written to Miss Mason. In it, she had left Peggy the drawing of the green dress with the red trimming and Maddie the blue one. She had also drawn the face and head of each girl in the picture of the dress she had left for them. Next question. Why do you think Wanda's family moved to a different city? Do you think life there was going to be different for their family? Answer. Wanda's family moved to a different city in order to escape the cruel remarks of the people. They would be free from the prejudice of the small town where they lived. The city had many Polish immigrants, so they would not be teased there because of their name. Next question. Maddie thought her silence was as bad as Peggy's teasing. Was she right? Answer. Yes, Maddie was right because her silence caused as much damage as Peggy's unkind words. By remaining silent, she conveyed the idea that she supported Peggy's teasing. Next question. Peggy says, I never thought she had the sense to know we were making fun of her anyway. I thought she was too dumb. And Gee, look how she can draw. What led Peggy to believe that Wanda was dumb? Did she change her opinion later? Answer. The fact that Wanda had not retaliated at Peggy's teasing but replied in a composed manner led Peggy to think that she was dumb. Peggy changed her opinion later when she saw how beautifully and skillfully Wanda had drawn the pictures of the dresses and won the best prize in the contest. Next question. What important decision did Maddie make? Why did she have to think hard to do so? Maddie decided that she was never going to stand by and say nothing again. If she ever heard anybody picking on someone because they were funny looking or because they had strange names, she would speak up even if it meant losing Peggy's friendship. She had to think hard because it would be a very difficult choice for her to stand up in that manner. She was used to being in Peggy's shadow so long that it took her a long time to come to this bold decision. Next, why do you think Wanda gave Maddie and Peggy the drawings of their dresses? Why are they surprised? Wanda gave them the drawings of the dresses in response to the constant teasing and poking fun that the girls indulged in. She put them in their place with this generous gesture. They are surprised at being given the beautiful drawings in spite of their mean behavior towards her. They thought that Wanda really liked them after all they had put her through. Next question. Do you think Wanda really thought the girls were teasing her? Why or why not? Answer. Yes, Wanda knew very well that the girls were teasing her because she was clever enough to realize that they were not being sincere and friendly. Instead, they were making fun of her claim of having 100 dresses when she seemed to have only one. So these were all the question answers of the chapter. In the next video, I will come up with a new chapter. Thank you.